our favorite song of all time.
I don't know about that. It is a catchy little ditty, though.
Among them, Curt and Jen, our podcast, our video cast. Thanks for hanging in there with us every single weekday when we bring you the podcast. Of course, you can find us all over the place, whatever platform you're looking on. You know what? But when you're there, like, love,
follow,
subscribe. We need to come up with a better sales pitch for subscribe, because what we get, what do you get when you subscribe?
It just means that we kind of show up, I think, at the top of your, like, you'll get, Curt and Jen have posted a new podcast for the day.
Well, that's valuable information.
And we also post the podcast links on Facebook every day. Curt and Jen in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So for today, I like this. This is, let's say it's a movie theater chain. They're announcing BYOPB.
BYOPB.
We're going to find out what BYOPB is.
Yeah, we are. A mega company leases office space in Seattle. I couldn't believe when you told me who it was.
And 2 cookie flavors are being eliminated. This is sad news. Well,
do you know which cookies? Have you read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 cookie flavors are being eliminated by the Girl Scouts Girl Scouts. That's the end of the sentence there. I kept on going.
Glitter Pickles.
Glitter Pickles have nothing to do with Girl Scouts, but they're on today's show. And a few of you weighed in on the question of the day. That was, I
like what was said here.
It was about what the New Year's resolution you'd make for your spouse. So
or your partner. Yeah, I should have said partner.
Fun stuff coming up today on the big show.
Goody gumdrops.
For those of you keeping track at home, you talk about old phrases.
I know.
Anymore. We talked about that yesterday. Goody gumdrops. I like
goody gumdrops.
It works for you. It would not work for me. For those of you keeping score at home, our trivia group, Whiskey Business.
At ShawnO'Donnells in Everett.
Tuesday night for trivia, 5th place.
Was there a lot? Was there a big group?
Yeah, it was pretty packed.
Okay.
It was hard to find parking, so we're happy with that.
Good.
Our best score so far was 3rd place, and that was when it was just myself and Randy and
Carrie.
And
it was just the 3 of you?
Again, it was last. So I guess, you guys.
Was Dana not there?
She couldn't go last night. What I'm saying is, it appears that you were holding us back.
I was thinking that, actually, Curt Cruz. I was thinking
not true at all.
The next time we do trivia, we're going to divide and conquer and see what happens.
Well, there is, if we did this like a lot of people do, you get ringers. Like, this person knows sports and this person knows science. And
I'm going to develop a team that's going to crush Whiskey Business.
Wait, you're leaving?
I'm going to do a team and see if we can beat you guys.
I think we should. We're stronger when we're all together. I just think we need to.
Oh, no, we're not.
We get squirreled because it's like, we're like, what about this? But maybe
how can you say we're stronger when you guys have gotten in like single digits 5. And we've never been in single digits as a big group? There's something to be said about this. We'll do a little experiment.
You don't get to leave.
While you were trivia-ing.
Yeah, trivia-ing, I guess.
Trivia-ing. I was at the Paramount Theater seeing Kimberly Akimbo, which I went into this really knowing nothing about the show except for that it has won 5 Tonys, including Best Musical.
It's a big one.
And Riley, my oldest, was like, I don't really want to go see this, Mom. I'm like, I already have a ticket for you. You're going. Let's go do this.
Okay.
So it's a small cast. I think it was a very heartwarming story. Great message. I got teary at the end.
Oh.
Their last song is called Great Adventure. My eyes were leaking a little bit.
What happened?
I wanted to read some of the words from the song because it says, "At last, a great adventure. Don't know where the road will bend or when we're gonna reach the end. So just enjoy the ride because no one gets a second time around. Day is dying. We're headed for the setting sun. We're crying because we're almost done. Time's flying. It's been a lovely run. So fun. It's basically have fun now. Like live for the moment because you don't know if you're gonna have a tomorrow."
Yes.
And that's such an important message. Like,
songs come out good when they have like "Live Like You're Dying" and stuff like that. It's just a good reminder. Again, that was Kimberly Akimbo.
It's a short run at the Paramount. It's only running through Sunday. So if you have the means and the time to go see it, I recommend it. It's just
I get 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I do. I give it 2 thumbs up. It was a fun show. We want to see 2 thumbs up.
All right.
Do it.
I want to find out about this BYOPB. This is a theater chain that do have some theaters around here. I looked them up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We do. Yes.
So they are, explain BYOPB.
Bring your own popcorn bucket. It's a promotion they're running. Now, they're giving away popcorn for only $5. You bring your own bucket, right? Because the buckets have become a thing with like the Dune popcorn
Oh, I see.
casket.
Having the special edition buckets that you keep and take
There's
home.
wait, who had the casket? It was not Dune. Dune had the one that looked a little unintentionally sexual.
Oh, Wicked. No, I'm kidding. No, Wicked did not have the casket.
Offered. Oh, what is that word? No, I've never even heard of that movie.
Nosferatu.
Okay. Anyway,
Nosferatu.
it's Cinemark Theater that's doing this promotion.
Right.
And on Sunday, January 19th, which happens to be National Popcorn Day, they're running a bring your own popcorn bucket promotion. You can bring your container, any one you want, as long as it's clean and sanitized. I don't even know how they're going to test that it's clean and sanitized.
Less than 400 ounces, which is 3 gallons.
3 gallons? Okay.
That's a big bucket.
They can say, you know what, we're not going to fill this.
If they think it's unsanitary or if it's more than 400 ounces, I guess.
Yeah.
So, play by the rules. I thought this was going to be like a ongoing thing, so I'm a little disappointed that it's just one day. But if you're looking for Cinemark theaters around us, it's Lincoln Square in Bellevue. Tacoma also has a Cinemark, so does Federal Way in Kirkland.
Okay.
And there may be others as well, but that's...
Here's the thing. It's still a lot of popcorn for really cheap because usually, I mean, I'm going to the concession stand and throwing down like $50.
And then you're fishing around in your pocket for the stuff you snuck in. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
That is true. I do usually sneak my food in because I don't want to spend that much money.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of US dollars. Okay. Tell us who signed a lease for a lot of space in Seattle.
Well, this is, I think, a win. This is a win-win, as they call it. First of all, it's because you've got a company expanding in downtown Seattle. Secondly, it's because businesses have been leaving downtown.
That is true. Yeah.
So this would be a little-known company named Apple. I think they sell fruit.
Right.
Apple. They are already down in the South Lake Union area, and they just picked up and signed a lease for another 193,000 square foot office space.
You know what? I said in the tease that it was a new company coming to Seattle. I didn't know that Apple was already here. I don't know why I didn't know that.
Well,
I mean, I know they have the retail stores.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this just a retail store or is it like...
Apple will take over 192,703 square feet at Arbor Blocks West. It was previously used by tech rival Meta, associated with Facebook.
Okay.
And this is at 333 8th Avenue, a block away from their current corporate offices in Seattle. Again, I didn't know that they had,
Seriously, I didn't know. I knew that Google was here. I know that Facebook has an office here. Mm-hmm. And...
The Amazons?
The Amazons, yes.
Okay.
I just had no idea Apple was here. Okay, so they're just taking over more space.
And I guess this
Good
is
for them.
Biggest new lease in Seattle since, not 2019, since pre-COVID.
Really?
Yeah, so that means that means good things, I think.
Well, I hope
I'm
so,
hoping
too.
it means more jobs, because we can find jobs at Apple, right?
I don't know if we want to work for Apple.
I
don't know. Maybe it's a good place. I don't know. We'll have to do some research on,
You have to strike that from the record. Maybe it's a good place. We don't know. What, have you heard bad things?
It's just, the tech giants.
Yes.
I'm going to put this out there because I think it's pretty well known that the tech giants, they build a world at their corporate offices so that you do not leave and all you do is work. And I don't want to do that.
I thought they built those sort of things so you could work when you wanted to. Like you don't have to be here from 9 to 5 if it works better for you to be, 1 in the afternoon till whatever.
I mean, that might be the PR reason that they give, but the real reason is that they want you to stay and work as much as possible.
No work-life balance.
Not a lot.
I don't like it. I want to hear about glitter pickles. This is a Jen Pirak story all the way, and this is something new on TikTok.
Ridiculous, yes. So there's just this thing it's this new obsession on TikTok. It's called glitter pickles, and it's exactly what you think it is.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a video it's glitter on pickles.
Do you eat the glitter?
No, don't eat the glitter.
That's the thing. I thought it was a way to make pickles, sparkly, and then you would eat them.
Well, because there is edible glitter. There is such a thing.
So you could do that.
But they dump a crap ton of glitter into a pickle jar, shake it up, and then they come out, they pull it out, and it is super sparkly. But you're right. Like, why are they doing this when you can't even eat them? I don't even understand it. It even, the story even says that, okay, so
it says dump a ton of edible glitter in the box. So maybe they are saying.
But listen, when you dump that much glitter in,
even if it's non-toxic, it says here could be toxic.
Yes.
All right. Even I didn't know that there was edible glitter, so I learned something new.
Oh, you did not?
I know you know all the glitter facts.
I mean, if you just use it in little, like you could tap it into a drink, a cocktail.
Make it all sparkly.
And it floats sparkles on the top.
Is it
You're not
glitter
even consuming all of that because it usually is at the bottom of the glass.
All right. The edible glitter.
There is a thing.
I like it.
But the glitter that they're using, I don't believe that the glitter they're using on the, maybe I'm wrong, because I've never seen edible glitter that glittery.
Okay. Oh, because it's edible, it's not so
But
glittery?
Jimmy John's did do a video and got called out for, so that's what it was. Jimmy John's did a video and got called out for using non-edible glitter.
Okay. Don't do that. Enjoy your, is it glickle? That's what they call it for short.
Glickle.
Right.
Oh
Or
my
gullickle
God.
if you, no, it's not gullickle.
You can actually buy this stuff. You can get jars of the edible kind on Amazon. $10.
All right.
I should get you some.
This is an update.
Oh, yeah. The
Thanks
doggies.
for helping out. Help is still needed. We'll start with that. But Tacoma, this is Humane Society for Tacoma and Pierce County. We mentioned a couple weeks ago. They put out the call for help because they are overcrowded. They are record-breaking capacity. At least they were. This is maybe a week and a half ago. But they did a adoption event on the 2nd through the 5th, and it went very, very well. So thank you for that. I guess the numbers are, because of that adoption event, nearly 60 dogs were placed in loving homes and an additional 60 dogs in adoptions in progress. So that's 120 pups.
This other number is like very sad to me.
Well, they were at 264 dogs at the shelter,
which was the highest they'd seen in 7 years.
Right. So now they're 120 dogs down. But I guess as of Monday, I'm sorry.
Don't say down.
You're right. They've helped out those other ones we just mentioned. As of Monday, there were still 93 dogs in the shelter and an additional 120 dogs in foster homes. I
wonder why this is, because this is not isolated to Tacoma,
right.
Pierce County Humane Society. There's the other shelters are
right. So this is just a reminder: make adoption your first option. Right,
if you're looking considering
for
a dog,
a four-legged friend, you can find out more. Lots of places, but humanesociety.org if you want to help out with that particular situation right there in Tacoma.
Adopt a doggy if you can, and give it a nice home and be loved.
There will be doggies here in the Cruz household again at some point. Oh yeah,
food.
We've got some traveling to do, but we don't want to bring new.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, before too long.
All right, yay! I'm excited for your
told.
babies.
Girl Scouts. We love the Girl Scouts, but they are terminating 2 beloved cookie flavors. Now it's beloved in quotes. I don't know if these are actually beloved or not.
Well, can I just say I can't believe that it's Girl Scout cookie season right now? Like it's officially beginning.
Okay, I don't even know when it is. So it's every year. It's like April to something.
No, it ends in April. It starts like in right about now, like pre-sale, and then it goes through April. And this is here's the thing. This is the first time they've ever announced in advance that they're terminating a cookie.
And before you panic, this cookie will be here for this season.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I just said this is the first time they're announcing it before it actually gets terminated. So
they're saying that next year you're no longer will be able to get the 2 flavors. Flavors, I guess.
Yeah.
And the cookies that are getting the axe
are s'mores.
Yeah.
Which was announced back in 2017. That's when it made its debut.
Okay.
And then I have never tasted these ones. Sometimes they make cookies that aren't in all the areas. So I don't know if we got these one. Toast Yaz?
It looks like Toast Yays. Yeah, it looks like
Toast Yays.
I haven't seen those either.
Those debuted in 2021.
They must not have been very popular if they're being...
I should have looked up a picture. I don't think we had those.
They're getting the hook already, and just 3 years later. So if you're a fan of Toast Yays, if you're a fan of the s'mores, which actually a lot of people are, this will be the last year for them. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this is a plan by the Girl Scouts to get people to hoard all those cookies.
That's what they're saying. Like if you like these flavors,
go get them.
Yeah. Oh, Toast Yays.
Okay. So, and as Jen mentioned, the Girl Scout cookie season runs now through April. If you want to find out more information on your local troops, get to girlscouts.org. It's all right there.
Toast Yays, by the way, are French toast flavored cookies.
Evidently.
They are French toast inspired cookies dipped in delicious icing and full of flavor in every bite.
If that's your favorite, get them this year, right? Yeah. Okay. Speaking of delicious things to eat, do you remember we did this story way back when we were on the radio?
No, I didn't remember this.
There was a story about people trying to, I guess, just put to good use everything in your life. They're like, well, if you're gonna, basically, they eat their Christmas trees.
Okay,
use every part of the Christmas tree.
Here's the thing. I read this and I'm like, come on, why is Belgium warning people not to eat their Christmas trees? But it's based on good reason.
And that's the funny thing is when you say, okay, so what? Don't eat your Christmas trees. I didn't know that was a thing.
Duh.
Okay, so this is from Belgium's food agency saying, and they're calling this a seasonal health warning. Don't eat your Christmas tree. And it says, although it might look tasty.
It doesn't. It does not.
It can be covered in dangerous chemicals, of course, unless it's an organic Christmas tree, I guess.
People.
Right. So there's no way to ensure that eating Christmas trees is safe. Christmas trees are not desired or destined to enter the food chain.
Well, here's the thing, though, Curt.
Mm-hmm.
It's not totally out of the blue that they're issuing this seasonal health warning because there are viral stories about how you can recycle your Christmas tree, including cooking it. There's even a cookbook on how to eat your Christmas tree, or even a book, not a cookbook,
right,
on how to eat your Christmas tree. Don't do it.
I'm going to say it's a cookbook. If there's more than one way to eat your Christmas tree, different recipes, right? You know what? Don't even get that book because you're not supposed to eat it.
No, don't eat your Christmas tree.
Don't eat your Christmas tree.
We're talking about a lot of food today.
We're on to more food?
We're on to more food.
Yes,
the NFL playoffs will offer
now
some fun food.
Let's go ahead and preface this with Seahawks fans.
We're not in the playoffs.
If you hadn't heard,
News
sorry.
flash.
Spoiler alert.
News flash. What's in the news is how they're going to fix the team.
Yes. Keep an eye on Tyler Lockett for next year. You bet I don't want to. Or Gino. All right. So, but if you're in one of these other cities for the playoffs, they're going to have these delicious offerings at the different stadiums.
Right.
I hope that they stay. Kansas City, what says what?
They have touchdown toast. It's a massive brick of French toast with berry sauce and vanilla ice cream. Yes, please.
I'm done. Do we have to go to the other ones?
Does that sound so good to you?
A giant French toast with berry sauce. Yes, it sounds fantastic.
Okay. Who else is in the playoffs?
The Eagles, if you go to Lincoln Financial Field, which is where the Eagles play, you'll be able to order the Pretzel Jawn. Jawn?
Yeah, like lawn, but John.
A big pretzel the shape of the Eagles logo, and it comes with 3 sauces, including green mustard.
I mean, I like this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Because it's pretty brilliant.
Well, if you had your choice between the touchdown toast or the pretzel Jawn, we've got one more.
I'm going with touchdown toast so far. That's my winner.
And we have one more, which is from Houston, the Texans.
Okay. Bigger in Texas tamale.
Right. It has the meat, chili sauce, and salsa at NRG Stadium. If you want to get that, the bigger in Texas tamale. Tamales are good.
Tamales are delicious.
The best thing on this list
I'm
is
still going to the French toast. Yeah. Touchdown toast.
That's creative and delicious.
Yeah.
You have to fly a long way to go get it, though.
We can recreate it. I feel like we can recreate that. Here is the thing. I am a sucker for good marketing. Because that's what I do. I mean, besides being on the radio, I was also doing promotions and marketing. So this is right up my alley. I love it so much.
Well, when you take an idea and flesh it out, and then people are like, oh, that's a great idea. At one point, think back way back when they're like, here's my idea for a burger commercial. Where's the beef? People are like, what are you talking about, man?
I just like this promotion a lot. Busch Light is playing Cupid at Daytona 500. So Daytona 500, fast cars, right?
Yep.
Very speedy.
Sure.
Speed dating.
Yeah.
Come on.
Why didn't we think of that?
Their Daytona is the name of the promotion. Like, I love so much of this.
Pun?
Yes.
Daytona. 8 single people will have the opportunity to go on a speed date just before the Daytona 500 during a lap around the track. So
by a trained driver. I mean, all of this is freaking awesome if you're single.
So I wonder if you get a lap with each person.
Well, I don't know. But let's see. Busch Light has announced a contest called Daytona where 8 lucky singles will get a chance to date. Basically,
you're being driven a lap around the track.
You get to drive with a trained driver. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I just don't know if you switch cars for the dating. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the logistics of the dating, but who really cares? Because you get to ride in a car with a trained driver around the Daytona 500 track, and you're speed dating. You're going to meet 7 other people.
Well,
that's not true. Probably.
I don't know if it means that or not. I wonder if it means that the 8 people, it's like, okay, you and you get a lap, and then that's it. Do you think? Or then
do you think that there's 8 people and they're coupled up, pre-coupled up?
I don't know. That's what we need to find out.
I'll do some more research. I'll report back tomorrow.
Okay. February 12th is when it happens, so 2 days before Valentine's Day. If you're going to Daytona 500 and you're single.
The deadline to enter, though, because it's a contest, is January 21st. So you have like about 2 weeks to submit an entry.
Speed date.
You will have to go through a background check if you win, so make sure that you...
Who hasn't done that?
Okay, well...
Is this true?
Yeah, it's true. The Gulf of Mexico... According to former president, almost president, Donald Trump, made an exciting announcement yesterday in a press conference saying that the Gulf of Mexico will finally be renamed the Gulf of America.
Finally?
That's what he said.
Has this been in the works for a while? We hadn't heard about it? I never heard anybody say we need to change the name.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, here's the quote. Trump said, "It has a beautiful ring to it. That covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America. What a beautiful name. It is appropriate. It's appropriate." I can't do a Trump voice.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. It's unclear if the name change will happen. A name change will happen immediately after Trump's inauguration, or if there's paperwork or something that will need to be done first. I'm just happy he didn't say this is going to be no longer Gulf of Mexico. It's Gulf of Trump. Trump Gulf.
Gulf of America, and it also sounds like we might have a 51st state named Canada. I hope that they still sell all the Canadian things if that happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like the ketchup potato chips and the fun candy that like you brought back for me when you guys went.
Canada's not going to be the 51st state. You're just saying if.
I'm just saying if.
What if?
There is a lot of talk about that, Curt Cruz.
Here we go with the, we made a list. Seattle made a list. Again, this is not one of the better lists.
We did not want to be on this list, but I could have told you we were on it.
Do you remember what the good list was from a couple of days ago? We were on the good list.
Keeping your New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
We were city that is most likely.
On that list.
Yeah.
This list, we're number 10 on, and it is, traffic jams. And how much time we spend sitting in traffic jams every year. That's wasted time. Sitting there at, you're going 1. Oh, no, I'm up to 2.
The average commuter spends 43 hours of their life sitting in traffic.
No, that's average of everybody everywhere.
Which doesn't seem like much because I hit that in less than a year.
And it must not be everywhere. It must just be in here we have the big enough cities. I mean, because they say, well, what's the
wait? Is it? Like? Can you scroll up? I want to see last year, 43 hours of their life last year, not in a lifetime, just in a year.
Okay.
Which still, again, doesn't seem like very much to me.
If we go down the list, there's not a surprise that New York is considered the most congested city in North America.
That's a good way to say it.
And second worldwide, which if you need to know, Istanbul is the worst.
Is it really?
I guess so.
That's a good fun fact.
Drivers in New York City sat bumper to bumper in traffic for 102 hours last year. As did people in Chicago, also 102 hours. That's
okay.
A lot. All right.
It doesn't seem it's a lot, but it doesn't seriously, how many work days are there in a year? Many, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I was in traffic jams for at least 30 minutes a day when I was driving to Seattle every single day.
Okay. So every 2 days, then you're doing an hour, right? Is that what you just said? 30 minutes? Yeah. So every 2 days you're doing an hour. 365 days. Well, now you got to think of how many work days.
We're trying to math, and we're not math people.
We're not math people very much. Rest of the top 5: Los Angeles, the driver spent 88 hours. Boston was 79. Philadelphia, 77 hours. And in Seattle,
we're number 10. Yeah,
we spend 63 hours in bumper to bumper traffic jams every year.
That's 1 hour more than DC.
They also factor in things for this, I guess, like average driving speed, which to me sounds that's what it's all about, right? Average driving speed.
There are lots of times when I was commuting to Seattle that I was going 0 U.S. miles per hour.
In Canada, she would have been moving though.
Right.
Canadian miles per hour. Jeez. Well, you know what? It's probably kilometers per hour.
Oh, not if they become one of the states. Just saying.
Our responses from yesterday's question. Thank you, participants, for participating with your participation. Huh?
Yeah.
What New Year's resolution would you make for your partner? And we did say that this might be a touchy subject. So if you wanted to use an anonymous name, nobody did, though.
No one did. I was hoping that we'd get a few more responses, but I'll take what we've got.
Okay.
Carrie said
that her New Year's resolution for her husband would be for him to keep learning the bass and maybe do a gig or two by the end of the year.
Could you help make that happen?
Well, I know Randy.
Do you play the bass guitar too? Is that why you talked to them about that?
Yeah.
Those are bass guitars that you have collected in the closet behind us.
Then there's 4 basses in there, and then there's 13 guitars.
Like, okay.
Yeah, what a difference.
Okay, yes.
I have both. Anyway, that's her wish.
Okay.
Kim wants to, for a partner to exercise. You know what? That kind of thing popped up a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jennifer's was find a hobby.
Okay. I thought that said hubby at first. I was like, okay.
Lacey is for him to cut down or maybe completely quit the gaseous emissions. Tooting.
Nice.
AKA tooting.
Marilyn is saying for her partner, she would make a New Year's resolution of patience.
Erin said to complete the last 2 years' resolutions.
Which she doesn't put with the, you know what?
She doesn't put what those are.
Randy wants to win a cocktail competition.
He wants Carrie to win a cocktail competition.
You're right.
She'll do that.
Dana,
she will.
My wife, I said, what is it? And she said, why won't you prioritize your health?
That's nice.
And what did your boy say?
You know what? When I asked Pat about this, he did not even hesitate. He's like, I know yours. I said, what is it? I said, that was quick. You don't even want to think about it. He's like, I don't need to. You need to get more sleep. Mm-hmm. I want you to have a long lasting life, and you're cutting yourself short by cutting your sleep.
I think he's right.
I need to go to bed earlier, like you and Dana.
We go to bed stupid early sometimes. It's kind of embarrassing. On the other hand, we don't care. It's
I know.
You know, we done all we need to do for today. What time is it? 6:30? Yeah, we're going to bed.
I know, but that's getting more sleep, especially this time of year, right? It's easy because
it's dark,
blackout.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's still posted. If you have an idea for your partner, what their New Year's resolution should be, put it on up there.
That's right.
Okay, now, speaking of questions.
The podcast question of the day. Here it is. Besides the essentials, like because you said my answer is oxygen. I'm like, no. Okay, then I'm going to put parentheses.
Okay.
Besides the essentials like oxygen, food, shelter, what's one item you can't live without? It's like one of those frivolous items, right?
Well, it doesn't have to be, but we're going to say my phone or whatever, which I'm sure a lot of people say. But I'm looking forward to a person that says I can't live without this pair of shoes. Or whatever.
I want the kind of more obscure item you can't live without. That's what I'm looking for.
Do we have a suggestion now or not?
No, but I don't want phone. I feel like now this is an essential, which is silly.
You know what? You're probably
crazy.
Right. You're probably
don't
right.
include the phone either. I'll put that on the post.
And here's a little plug for what you saw last night.
Oh, he's holding up the program.
Kimberly Akimbo.
Not
to change the subject. There's your not your required. And there's no requirement, but you want to chime in?
Yeah, on Facebook. We'll post it on Facebook. You know, someone asked me, actually, Lori asked me last night, like, what's the question of the day? And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to post it because I was at the show last night.
You came in like at 9,
I
right?
did.
That's all right.
I will post it earlier, but I do usually post it at night because I just feel like I don't get, like the algorithms are funky.
That's true. You have found, if you post it between these hours, there's more, it gets to more people than if you post it between these hours or whatever. So.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to post it right after we're done with this podcast and we'll just see what happens. Okay.
All righty. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you letting us be part of your day. I hope it's a good one. Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh. Laugh, laugh, laugh.